future architecture platform is bigger in terms of number of member organizations. Now there are 20. The difference is also that the program now also includes an open call for members, which was for the first time opened last year. It's really good to see that the platform is developing in a key networking and exchange network or place where really all key institutions that are dealing with architecture in Europe in connection with emerging generations particularly are coming together with their programs.
There is something very, very important about bringing people together physically. And that's what's happening now at the Museum of Architecture and Design in Ljubljana. That's what the Future Architecture Platform is about. But it's also about dissemination. So this combination of exchange and dissemination, or you could also say communication of ideas, is central. And we need to somehow, I think, protect and preserve that.
It's interesting to receive this feedback, how important it is that one of the center of the debates about architecture moved from the traditional centers where architecture is debated about, from, let's say, centers that run important schools or have important architectural institutions like London, Paris, Berlin, and Eastern Europe in that sense, and Southwestern Europe were a blank territory in this sense, and Slovenia and Ljubljana is now becoming one of those centers where the relevant discussions about architecture are going on.
As the youngsters are not maybe published, are not maybe online, it's good, this platform is really good to come and meet them, hear them, and then also start the conversation.
One new member every year will respond to the need to use the platform or understand this platform not only to promote or to support young creatives, but also to create a network in which institutions can work together. So inviting more and more members can make this network grow and open the possibilities for more collaborations, and in that way also to promote better and most the projects of the students.
And I think the other side of it, beside meeting the newcomers, is also the fact that this member board that we were just chatting with, it's quite amazing. This is I would consider literally Europe's the heart of biennales, architecture centers, award members, etc.
I went to quite a few different locations. I went to Lisbon, to Kosovo, and also to Graz, and did different types of events and activities there, from exhibitions to workshops, leading workshops, and then also doing a lot of sort of talks and panel discussions. And so I feel like I have quite a good idea about the platform from the participant side, and now I'm getting to learn, getting to know the other side. I used today to kind of ask people and see how they were advertising the event, and I think that's something quite interesting because it's very different. You know, each country kind of has a different strategy, and I think it reflects in the number and quality of interest that we get. So if that's just my personal sort of interest and focus on the advisory board, but of course together with all the other members we're discussing broader issues and all the different topics that are pertaining to the platform.
Anyone who does something interesting in the field of architecture is invited to come, and he can participate. Either as an institution, he can become a member, either as a participant, he can send his projects, but also if they are not getting actively involved in the first stage, that's through presentations of the selected professionals that make the conference, they can present their work at the architecture fair, or they can participate at the short evening presentations at the platform.
We're really young architectural event, so I'm really hoping to meet many interesting people, and maybe even to have opportunity to collaborate in the future.
Future architecture is, of course, a great title, but also a challenge, an intellectual challenge. The term future is very easily used by many people, but what do we actually mean by future? I would say that under neoliberal conditions there is not a purely futuristic project of architecture or whatever possible. We all talk about the contemporary, about the now, but never about the future, of a better future.
From the beginning, the participants that debate about architecture are very political and are very strongly addressing the responsibilities of architecture towards society. In this sense, this year it was very interesting to talk about how to fight ourselves, how to, within the profession of architecture, address the norms and the habits and the standards, the concepts that we are used to and that we should get rid of.
Once you have trust, amazing things can happen, but you need to have that physical connection to be able to begin something that is bigger than yourselves.
I have not been part or haven't even heard about something similar and something that's fruitful in Europe as the Future Architecture Platform.
People have realized that this network is also a good platform not only to build or to produce, but also to think really what can be this possible future of architecture.
It takes courage actually to simply kill something that is on your way if you want to move forward.